Kensurfs here, and a Friday shave. Well, wow, week of vacation. Having fun, going fast, but definitely having fun. So today, I'm going to be catching up on some shaves that I promised, with some razors and some blades that I promised. And I'm going to be trying out some new items today. I've got something from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, the Crown King brand, and new soap and new aftershave, and I pronounce it Pareidolia, but I may be pronouncing that wrong. And that's one of those, almost like a Rorschach test, where you're looking at something, and I believe when you're looking at something, and it could be one thing or it could be a little different. In fact, it's cocoa butter shave soap. In fact, I was trying to put my finger on what that scent profile was, and I went to the website to see Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, see if they've got it up, and it's soon to be released. So it's not even on their website yet. So in fact, I just got on Facebook Messenger with Doug Smythe, and I said, "Hey Doug, what's the scent profile on that?" And he had sent me a card, and he had sent this to me to try out. And he goes, "Well, didn't you see it on the card, on this little sticker?" No, I didn't. And I heard even Mantic missed it. So there it was. So then I know what it was, because it's kind of got some familiar scents, and I couldn't just put my finger on the darn stuff. And I've got the aftershave. So there. Whoops. The set. Does smell good. Cracking it for this one for the first time. Oh, this is going to be good. Smells like it's going to burn too. And it's sandalwood, patchouli, oak wood, and absinthe. Absinthe makes the heart grow fonder, right? All right. Oh man, I'm looking down here at my shave den, and my son lives with us again, and no more Mula R41 shaves for him. He cut himself up real good. All right. Well, today I'm going to be using the above the tie S2 razor. Can you see that? Above the tie S2, and I have a shark blade in there. My friend Mark in England asked me if I would do a shave, and I've been waiting. I've got the shark blade there, so let me set this up as we're talking. This is a slant razor, so he's either very mad at me and he wants to see me cut myself, or it's going to give a really good shave. But it's an open comb slant, so that's like a double whammy. So I hope this soap helps me. Mailman's here. Oh man, these slant blades, they always look kind of funny in there, doesn't it? Always look like it's closer on one end than it is on the other. But I got that ready. I'll be using, like I said, the Pareidolia shave soap aftershave, and I'm going to be using my Shavemac Badger. I'm going to put that in here. Into the crystal skull. Oh, and that reminds me. See, it's soaking now. I'll let that dog calm down for a second. That reminds me, you guys had been asking, I keep trying to answer all these questions and I keep forgetting, but the crystal skull I got at Home Goods, which is a local store, but eBay has them, and all you have to do is look up crystal skull candle holder, and they'll pop up. And they go kind of quick. And then, you guys, let me yell at that dog, hang on. It wasn't the mailman after all. It was a door-to-door salesman, so they're trying to put the sale pitch on my son out there. So, hey, God bless them. Let them try. But, so where was I? Crystal skull on eBay, and let me take the camera down, and I'll show you the... Getting requests, where do you get these shave stands? And I'll put the link in here. My buddy George makes them. They're stainless steel. That's where I get them. There they are right there. I'll put the link for them. He probably has about 10 left, and then they're all done. But trying to answer all your questions. That's it. So now we can get this thing started. Oh, and since it's almost Christmas, I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. Can you see this? Let's see. Wife got the set. You remember what that was from?
Obviously, something had to break the window. Something had to hit the stereo.
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
One of my favorite all-time Christmas movies. Watched it once already, gonna have to watch it again. All right, let's see here. Get that Badger brush out. Get some of that water off of it. Shavemac. Going out on a tour. You go on Huntington Harbor, you can go on this, like, I call it a cattle boat, but it's a big tour boat. And they take you up and down the harbor for about an hour. And you get to see all the Christmas lights on the houses. You know, those $1 million houses, those mansions, you know. Oh, if I could only win the lottery, right? But those houses are, yeah, it's looking good. Those houses are pretty cool. And I'll shoot some video of them. And maybe I'll put them in the next video. Nice, nice, nice. Right out of the bowl. Spilling over. Spilling over. There we go. All right, let me wet my face a little. Oh. You can tell I got some growth there. Shavemac's awful wet. I probably should have rinsed that off a little bit more. Should have rinsed that just a tad more. Makes a good smelling lather though. Don't inhale it though, Ken. Don't inhale it. Auto exposure lock right there on the forehead. It's another update for this iPhone. Every time there's an update, something else doesn't work. Hopefully it doesn't affect the camera. Man, that got everywhere. But fortunately, you're not going to drop the ATT, I didn't say AT&T. You're not going to drop that. That handle is very, very crisp. Not sharp edges, but you are not going to drop that. Here we go. Got to be careful with this one. Never tried a shark blade in this razor before. I usually use the tried and true Gillette Wilkinson swords. Now my face is still slick. Well, Doug, you really know how to make soap, buddy. You really do. I mean, this razor is the challenge for it. And I do not want to cut myself. Not today. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And to add insult to injury, I didn't put any pre-shave on there, so I'm really taking a chance. Man. So far, so good it appears. Man, those open combs. I'll have to ask Mark, Mr. Technically Brilliant, do you use that or you use the ATT S2 or S1 or open comb slant, or is yours a straight? Never did ask. Christmas is almost here, and I caught up on a lot of my movies. A lot of the cartoons, man, that I watched when I was a kid in the 70s, early 70s. All those Rankin Bass animated stuff. Just kind of a tradition. And I went out. I'm gonna be careful when I'm talking and shaving. I went out with my wife last night. There's a neighborhood in Fountain Valley. The next city south from here. It usually goes all out. You might have seen that video in one of my Christmas shaves from a year ago or so. I mean, this guy's put ski lifts on their roof with these, you know, the little stuffed animal stuff, and I went last night, and look, it's like big. Pretty disappointed in that. Oh, got me right here. A high spot. I was pretty disappointed in that. All these years. Right after 9/11, a lot of those decorations weren't up for a year or two, and then they came back good. Yeah, it got me there. Not my usual spot. It usually get me here. It got me right there. Very, very aggressive razor. Plus, I'm talking to you and BSing. I was working on my Terminator 2 pinball machine, putting LEDs in because, you know, all those pinball machines, well, now I think they have LEDs, but back in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, they had like incandescent little light bulbs, and they put out a tremendous amount of heat. And when they're under the plastic in the play field, things warp, and, you know, it's a fire hazard. I put in LEDs, and everything was working good. And then I shorted something and blew out 9 LEDs. Had to change a transistor in the circuit board. Oh, I'm not going to do that again. Got it all up and running. So she's fine again. Oh, man. Now I know why you wanted me to try that razor, Mark. And he said, I don't care what soap you use. I don't care what aftershave you use. Try that razor with that blade. If I could master that razor and it was my daily one, man, I'd have a clean shave every time. So I'm at Humphrey's first. Little Humphrey's. Ah, all right. Let that witch hazel dry for a second. So the soap worked really good. I got a lot of foam left on that stuff. I usually rinse off the excess there, let it dry a little bit, because people ask those questions too, and good questions, man, good questions. I love answering them if I can. So I cleaned off all the soap. I'll let that air dry a little bit, then I'll put the lid back on. Soon to be released. All right. My favorite part. Yep, there's the air freshener. Oh yeah, there's the burn. Oh man, especially on the lips. Oh man. Ooh. Oh, it's strong too. Very nice. There you are. PAA, another home run. Thank you very much, Doug, for sending that. And be curious when it gets up and running. I'm going to put a link to your web page in the description here. And I'll put it right here too. And when you get that, you got so many. Man, have you been to his web page? So many soaps. And it's so popular. If you type in Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements in Google, he's like the fourth one down. Amazon comes up. All these people that are selling his products pop up before his personal web page. So, you know, he must be doing good. All right, guys, thank you very much. Well, it's Friday. We got 2 days to Christmas Eve, 3 days till Christmas. I'll try to get another one out. And I'm enjoying the vacation. So until next time, it's Kensurfs saying, have a great night.